Oh my god! Somnium?
The latest entry in the
What?
SOMNIUM Files series is stirring.
Somnium 3? This cannot, I never in a million years. Okay. It's been some time, I've calmed down, and I'm ready to talk about this. So, for those who haven't heard, at the March 27th Nintendo Direct, they made a few announcements that I was personally incredibly excited for. Rhythm Heaven and Tomodachi Life were two games that I kept holding out hope for, but my biggest source of excitement came from the announcement of a new game in the The SOMNIUM Files franchise, No Sleep for Kaname Date. For the uninitiated, The SOMNIUM Files is a sci-fi detective series headed by Kotaro Uchikoshi, the guy behind the Zero Escape franchise. The core game loop revolves around solving mysteries by investigating and diving into people's dreams through a process called syncing. There are two other games in the franchise, that being the first game, The SOMNIUM Files, and its sequel, Nirvana Initiative. Based on the information that we have so far, this entry seems to take place between those first two entries. I know I called it Somnium 3 a lot in my reaction to the announcement, but this doesn't quite seem to actually be the case. My reasoning is that, firstly, the naming says that this is from the SOMNIUM Files, implying it's more of a spin-off or side story type thing instead of the next mainline entry. And because the listed retail prices are $40 for digital and $50 for physical, which is less than the other two entries' full prices, implying there's perhaps less in here than those other games. That being said, what can we expect in this game? Well, the synopsis reads that a day after the new Cyclops serial killings was resolved, internet idol Iris Saigon, known as A-Set, is abducted by a UFO and forced to participate in a perilous escape game called the Third Eye Game. Meanwhile, in another part of the city, a mysterious device is discovered. It resembles a coffin, and attached to it is a note that reads, "Sync me." Relying on a tenuous line of communication with the missing Iris, one man rises once again, determined to track down the UFO that should not even exist. Together with his partner, the AI ball Aiba, he sets out on a quest. That man is Special Agent Kaname Date. While Uchikoshi has previously served as a director and writer for the series, he'll only be the scenario advisor for this entry. This makes sense, since I presume most of his time has been dedicated to 100 Line, which he's directing and writing with Kodaka, and it's also part of the reason this game's announcement blindsided me so much. Instead, the role of director and writer has been given to Kazuya Yamada, and I'm honestly interested to see how that goes. I'm hoping for the best. A change in leadership isn't the only difference between this entry and past ones, though. While there will still be investigating and syncing, there will also be a new mechanic called escape sections, where you'll solve puzzles in order to break out of locked rooms. So basically, it's the escape rooms from Zero Escape, which you will not catch me complaining about. So, with that said, what are my thoughts and hopes for this entry? I do hope we'll get appearances from Mizuki and Boss, even if they weren't in this first trailer. I'm also really excited to be back in Date's shoes as the protagonist. I love that stupid man so much. I don't really have any crazy wishlist items. Since this is a midquel, I'm not really expecting some crazy lore implications for the franchise to be dropped here, even if the premise for this game is a little out there. Although that is pretty par for the course for the series, so I'll just have to wait and see how it turns out. To sum it up, I'm really excited, even if I am trying to keep my expectations reasonable given the circumstances. Since this is such a new announcement, that's about all the information that we have so far. The game comes out on July 25th for the Nintendo Switch and on Steam. Let me know what you guys think of it. Are you excited? Nervous? What would you like to see in this new entry? Let me know. Just keep all of the discussions of the series spoiler-free or properly spoiler-marked. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you all next time.